Hello, today we're going to talk about one of the biggest problems that are now affecting the environment, pollution. Pollution has always existed, but in the last decade, pollution has become a more serious problem because of the increasing population of the world. Humans are contaminating parts of the environment, and today we're going to talk about three of them, land, air, and water.
We are making it dirty, unsafe, and unsuitable to use the environment. These contaminations of the environment are linked by diseases that are around currently, so we need to know what are we doing right and can be harmful for our health and environment.
First, we're going to talk about the air pollution. The air is the most important thing that we need to live. The National Institute of Environmental Health Science defines the air pollution as a mixture of natural and man-made substance in the air we breathe. This kind of pollution it can be very bad for our body. It can cause diseases. The common diseases as a consequence of this are asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary and lung cancer. According to the World Health Organization, in 2012, 7 million of people died as a result of a pollution exposure. Pollution can be caused naturally, like forest fires and volcanoes. Also, there are stationary sources, like factories, and the other ones is the mobile source, like car and bus. The air we breathe is a mixture of various gases, each other with unique properties, that are invaluable for so many industrial processes and medical therapies. Known as atmospheric gas, the components of air include argon, carbon dioxide, helium, nitrogen, and oxygen. These gases help to produce warmth to the earth, but with all the pollution that are in the environment, they have been decreased. The earth will be so high. That is what's happening right now. Environmental Protection Agency says that temperatures are projected to rise another 2 to 11.5 degrees Fahrenheit over the next 100 years. ¿Tienes 100? Some people might think that we can do something about it, but in my opinion, we can start to do little action that can make a difference for other people, like use public mode of transportations, because cars are one of the principal causes of this problem, and unless we can use it, it will be better for the air.
Other important thing that has been affected by pollution is land. Land pollution is destruction of the Earth's land surfaces. According to Woodford 2016, there are many different ways of permanently changing the land, from soil contamination to general urbanization. This phenomenon has been affecting our environment and has become an alarming problem, and if it gets bigger, it can cause a crisis. Land pollution occurs when waste is not disposed properly, but it can also occur when we throw chemicals into the oil in the form of pesticides, insecticides, and fertilizers during agricultural practices. Some studies have determined that some of the causes of land pollution are waste disposal, mining, urbanization, agricultural chemicals, atmospheric exposition, and soil erosion. Land pollution can affect environment in very devastating ways, but the simplest effect of land pollution is that it takes land out of circulation. This might not sound like a big problem when there is plenty of land in rural areas, but it's certainly a concern where productive agricultural land is concerned, especially as the world's population continues to increase. The biggest problem comes when contaminated land is returned to use, either as building or agricultural land. Houses might be built on the former industrial sites that haven't been cleaned up properly, putting families in serious danger. Or in other cases, people might get their water from rivers supplied by groundwater contaminated by some dangerous sources, such like landfill sites, mine workings, or even polluted land in some distance away. This may sound worrying, but there are some things that we can do to solve land pollution, like recycle, buying organic food instead of chemical food, and making conscious of the problem and what can happen if you don't put an end to it. I think that if all people put a little effort or those one of these solutions, we can end this problem and take care of our environment in a very good way.
Also, one of the things that humans have been affected the most, and not because it's the less important thing, is the polluted water.
Water pollution affects the entire biosphere, plants, and organisms living in these bodies of water. Most water pollution doesn't begin with bad water itself. Any human activity can affect on the quality of our water environment. In most of the cases, the effect is damaging not only to an individual species and population, also affects all the natural species. Water pollution is caused by wastewater, marine dumping, industrial waste, radioactive, oil pollution, underground storage and leakage, atmospheric deposition, global warming, and eutrophication. This is an alarming situation. But why? We are running out of fresh water and is reliant to live. We can't drink water if it has a toxic substance. Polluted water can have serious negative effects to the health of any organism that lives in or drinks it. I believe that we can reduce the water who turns into polluted water. But how? Well, we need to stop throwing our garbage to rivers, oceans, and in the ground, and start to place it in the correct place. Human population is increasing day by day, but also polluted water, and we need to follow these drastic changes in our habits to save the water area.
With all things mentioned previously, we need to think about what we're doing to the world we live. What about a green planet like we were used to be? It's so sad that humans are destroying all the things that appears in their way now. No, we don't care when we throw trash in the streets. Many people might say that one person can affect the world, but it can't. With one person that do it, more people will see and think the same that the person that throw it. In the same way, if someone started to recycle and take care of the environment, people will imitate him, and by the pass of the time, we could make our world better.